Hello, this is Kevin Doy Burton. I'm back to you with another video of my wife's novel. I'm marketing and promoting it, and I can let you see this right here, The Horror of Appleberry Creek. This is a story about, well, before I tell you that, I'm going to let you know how this story came to be. My wife and I was on a balcony looking at the river that's across from us, and we had the computer out. But at the same time, we was talking about the landscapes and this cloud, the sky. We happened to open up Google Earth. And when we was watching the landscape, we came across some craters. And my wife had this idea. She said, Kevin, you know something? From above in a plane, you can see the inside of these craters. But what if one of these craters were clouds? Just one huge cloud that never moves. Therefore, if you fly above it, you can't see it. And if you can't see it, it doesn't exist. So I said, honey, you know, that makes a lot of sense. Where are you going with this? Well, I had an idea for a story. I said, what is the story going to be about? What if inside of this crater there's hundreds of people, and because the cloud that covers above the crater, they don't see the outside of the crater. Therefore, the whole world is this crater. Sounds like it's going to be a good story. Anything else about it? Yeah, I was thinking of calling it Appleberry Creek, USA. Everybody knows that that does not exist, but it do exist in my mind. I said, I see a good story coming here, honey. What else it's going to be about? So, well, I thought about doctors and mad scientists, so I created a mad scientist. Well, what is he going to be doing? Well, this mad scientist, he's going to be experimenting on the people in Appleberry Creek. Oh, that sounds like it's a good story. Won't you write it down? I don't even know if I can even write a book. This is what she told me. But try writing a few chapters and see how it sounds. So she started doodling around on a computer, and the next day she told me she had a few chapters and she wanted me to read it. So I read it, and it really sounded really good. So I did this behind her back. She didn't know this. I was very good. I am very good at writing query letters to publishers and things like that. So I sent a bunch of query letters out. I sent one. A few weeks later, I had an email from a publishing company that said they wanted to see some chapters. I told my wife that they want to see some chapters of your book. Some chapters of my book. I only have about a few chapters. I know, but I told them that I sent it to them anyway. So she was happy that I sent it to them. But a few weeks later, I got an email, and the email was all sent to me because I wanted to surprise her. And the email was basically stating that they liked the chapters and they wanted to see the whole manuscript. So I emailed them back and said I can get the whole manuscript back to them within 30 days. So I told my wife that, and my wife panicked because she said, I just got about 5 or 6 chapters written. How am I going to go ahead and write a whole book in 30 days? I said, well, they like the chapters. That's all I could say. Next thing I know, my wife was doodling around on the computer day and night. I had to cook dinner for me and my kids. But she came up with a complete manuscript inside of 3 weeks. I said, it really sounds good. So I sent the manuscript in. A few weeks later, they emailed me back and said they want to offer her a publishing contract. So I told my wife, and she almost panicked. A publishing contract? Yes, we got a publishing contract. So they sent the contract to her, and they told her they would do all the editing and they would get her approval for the book cover. And naturally, she gave them her approval because the first book cover, she fell in love with it because this is your first book. You're not going to go ahead and compare it to anything else. But it came out like it's a good, as you can see, a really good cover that fits the story. And I said, honey, you are officially a novelist. And that is how The Horror of Apple Creek was born. So please, go to any website that's out there. You can go to Barnes & Noble, you can go to Amazon.com, and there's a slew of other websites that's popping up. Just punch up Jacqueline Burton, The Horror of Appleberry Creek. You can buy this book for yourself, your loved ones. Send some to the veterans, too, because a lot of them not going to make it past the holiday because they tour of duty. So that'd be a good gift for them. Think about them. So thank you very much for listening to my videos. I will come out with more videos, and I appreciate you taking the time. Thank you very much, and have a happy holiday. Bye-bye.